That's so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 60-Minute Match.
We are there. Welcome. Yes, we are back. It has been a long 2 weeks, but we are back to entertain you. It is, what are we in? March.
Yeah,
The
5th of March. March is a good month.
2025. Why is it a good month? I can't think of a possible reason why that would.
Well, I think
what would make March a good month?
Oh, it's Mum and I's wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Can't forget that one.
Yeah.
And our youngest granddaughter's birthday in March.
Youngest granddaughter's birthday.
Oh no, she's not the youngest. That's right. No.
Try
She's
again.
the second youngest?
I think so. Unless you got
Second
more out there.
granddaughter's birthday.
Okay, so that's the only two reasons. Okay, fair enough.
You've had a big week. Fill us in.
Oh, I had a big
back.
Yeah, got back just in time. No storm for me. Weather was actually really good. We hit all the theme parks and every day was beautiful. So
yeah, it looked awesome. Some of the pictures you sent.
Speaking of pictures, I do have a couple of pictures from the trip.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you're not gonna rub it in. The ones you sent me, Did you send them to me? Anyway,
Oh,
that was pretty cool.
here's one that's on the share. I don't know if you've got that up.
Oh shit! I didn't even. Jeez, I'm behind. You thought? Oh man,
That's all right.
it's only been a couple of weeks.
Well, while you load that up, I'll show our lovely people out there the beer that I'm sipping on. This is the Hulk Addiction, the Kegland one. I kegged it last Wednesday. Oh, no, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I was a bit under the weather. So I couldn't show you. But here it is.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Oh, I can hear the audio in the share. You have to
Oh,
mute.
can you? Oh, hang on. I have to turn the mic off. That's better.
Yeah, much better. Oh, I thought that picture had hit home. It didn't. Wasn't the same without my drinking buddy out there on the balcony.
Oh man, just knowing you're up there and I wasn't there, it was like, shit happens.
But the carton lasts a lot longer. That's for sure. I only got the
I
one.
don't know why. I don't drink a lot.
I only got the one carton.
Really?
Yeah,
Jeez, you were a good boy.
yeah, it's pretty good. Although that's just beers I had while I was there. We were out pretty much every day.
Oh, I was going to say, did you just go out? Oh,
Yeah.
this is the ones I was thinking you were putting up there.
Yeah, this is the sports bar.
Was it good? Like, because we couldn't go in there last year, but like, was it really good?
Yeah, we missed out, didn't we? Because the last day was their opening day. It was invite only. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just so people know, this is the what's the name of the club? The sports club.
yeah, it's the sports bar.
The sports bar, and they just opened up last year.
Yeah, last year.
It's on it's Surface Paradise in, is it Car Hill or whatever?
Cavill.
Cavill. Yeah, the main drag anyway.
Yeah, so
And it looks awesome.
it's the old what was it called? The Planet Hollywood on the corner. And then they've taken that out and put this in. That's actually not all the beers there. There's some more. Oh, I had to show. I took a snap of this because I thought that's different. It's a vending machine with their merch, the Four Pines Brewing Co. merch.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an awesome idea. How many did you buy?
None, but it inspired me to get our own hats made that we can.
All right.
That we can plug. We'll
What,
get
we're going to put a vending machine at the sports bar? Or?
Yeah, yeah. There's a spot right next to it here. Oh, here's the. This is what they were pouring from their taps. So the ones they make in-house they actually sell a bit cheaper.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, which I was surprised, but. And here's the microbrewery.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
That's some hardcore equipment.
I hope they go well.
So do I. The
There's that many breweries and, craft breweries closing down because of the taxes and shit. But anyway,
yeah, that's true. Hopefully.
they're in a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, because we weren't there during sort of peak, and it was still pretty busy. I only went there. I got this shot during the day, but I only went back there once at night and had a few beers there. Their menu was okay, but it's more like Super Bowl sort of snack food, like sports snack food. They had a few items on the menu, but their main driver was like chicken wings, and for $29 for 1 hour you could do all you can eat wings, which I think you could get a few in an hour.
That's not too bad.
Hmm.
I can generally eat 6 in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. As long as you got about 30 done in the hour, I think $1 a wing's pretty reasonable. And they had like 12 different wing flavors to choose from.
Yeah, yeah. And you had some, obviously.
No, I didn't, because I had a gut full of beers beforehand.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
what
like,
they get you.
and it's like, oh man, I'd probably do 4 wings and be like, nah.
Can you share it? Like, can you buy one and then share it amongst?
No.
Ah, it's just for you.
Because yeah, if you did that, they'd get hammered.
Oh, I'm thinking about ourselves.
Yeah.
But
So
it looks good.
here's something I've tried for the first time, and that's the ginger beers on tap. Now, the first day I got offered one, I'm like, no, I don't really go ginger beer. But on it might have been a couple of nights later. Oh, because I went to a shooting range, and it was after that I wasn't really in the mood for beer, but I was thirsty. So I was like, I'll have a refreshing ginger beer.
Yeah.
And on ice with lime, I tell you what, man, it went pretty good. I enjoyed it. I ended up,
With lime.
yeah, lime on ice. After that, man, I was getting them all the time. I was starting with a couple of ginger beers and then moving on to the other stuff. But I was surprised how good it is. So I do recommend, if you see one on tap, give it a crack.
Yeah.
This is the Brookvale one, but there was 3. There's a James Squire one, which was a bit sweeter. And I forget the name of the other one, but it's
This is at the sports bar.
this is still at the sports bar. But you know the beer garden we went to that's next to Time Zone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we were there a few times. They had another ginger beer, and I think that was my favorite. It wasn't as sweet as the James Squire, and it just had the right balance. So I do recommend that. And here in the middle, the APA, the Australian Pale Ale. They made that one in house, and guess how much I paid for a pint on I don't think it was happy hour, because I asked him was the price right, and he said yeah. But have a guess.
$9.
Lower.
Serious? The same price as a schooner.
I paid $7.40 for a pint.
That's the same price as a schooner. Well, it used to be this. That was a schooner price last time I bought one.
I didn't even get a schooner for less than $9 up there of anything. But
Was it a good drop?
yes, yeah, it was. It was a lot of citrus, fruity, sort of like a pineapple hop that they'd used.
Was it like a session beer, or was it a bit heavy for a session?
No, it was pretty heavy.
beer? Okay.
Wouldn't have sessioned on it. No. That's why I didn't get the wings.
Tell you what, you try and session on it for $7 something a pint.
I was like, hang on, is that right, man? He's like, yeah, some of the beers that they have are at a lower rate, but yeah, didn't mention anything about happy hour or anything, and we would have been outside the happy hour window, because that's usually 5 to 6 or 4 to 6.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
I'm jealous. And the Bolter. Love the Bolter.
So this was a limited release. This was at the beer garden.
Is that what it was called? Limited release, or? Oh, I can see just above the tap, India Pale Ale.
Yeah. That's just all they had on it. I don't think it had an actual name.
So did they brew it there, or they just?
This Bolter, this one's back at the beer garden.
Okay.
They just had this on tap, and I thought I'll give that a go. It didn't really stand out. I'd probably still enjoy their easy hazy.
Easy hazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. I like Bolter beer. I think they just do a great job.
Yeah, agreed. And this one here, the Stone and Wood Citrus Radler. It was like it was like they added lime without adding a lime. So Definitely a lime flavor enhancer in it.
That's what I don't mind. Oh, excuse me. And I think where I got it from is remember when Carlton, I don't like to swear on the channel, but Carlton Dry brought out their beer with like a hint of lemon and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
that's where I got that from, because that's in the summertime, thinking hot, before I was a craft beer man, that tasted really nice.
Yep.
Probably tastes a lot different. Yeah.
Yeah, that Carlton Dry, that was dangerous because that was a big session beer. You could do a carton of that in a day easy.
Too easy.
So I don't mind these other ones doing it because I still don't think I could drink a lot of it. It's still like it's a bit heavier.
Yeah.
What else have I got in the reels? Oh no, that's it. That's about it. Just the pool.
Just rubbing the pool in.
Theodore gave that a good go.
Did he? I bet he did, because it would have been a lot warmer this time.
Yeah, it was a bit warmer. Like you still get that wind tunnel through there. You can see that water all rippled up.
Yeah, it rippled up, all right.
But it was good because none of us had to get in, and he was just jumping off the side here and coming back to the step and just going around and around.
What, and you didn't get in?
No.
Even last year in June you jumped in.
Yeah, that was probably after a few.
That was friggin' winter time. And we're still... Oh no, we're in autumn now. We've hit autumn. But you would have been there in summer still. The end of Feb.
That's right, yeah. 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 Yeah, it was nice. There's a few hot days. I got pretty toasted. I put on heaps of sunscreen.
Yeah, you would have had to. Did you do a fair bit of walking again this time, or?
Yeah, heaps of walking because we did the theme parks, Movie World, Wet and Wild, and Sea World, and we went to Paradise Country. It's just like a little farm one.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, they got put on like some horse riding shows and just it's like Oakvale Farm type style.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have lunch there, but I think next time I will, because I actually have a buffet for $30.
Oh, all right.
You can get a chicken burger for 24, or you can just have the all-you-can-eat buffet for an extra $5.
Oh, you go with the buffet every time.
Yeah, but we only spent a couple of hours there, but the other theme parks we were there from open to close.
Oh, okay.
So yes, lots of walking.
And did you go on all the rides?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay. I believe that, of course.
No, Jules and her dad did, and perfect time of year. Like, we didn't have to line up they didn't have to line up for anything. And
Really? Oh,
yeah.
because it's all outside of Christmas.
And even when they went on the ride, they could quickly run around to the front of the queue again and get on the next one. Like, there was just no queue for anything, which is good for Theodore too, because I think he'd psych himself out of some of the rides if he had to wait.
So did he go on the on all the rides?
Oh, he went on a lot of the kids' rides.
Yeah.
Nothing. He's still a bit shorter. Next year he should go better, because it was
He's a bit more adventurous than his old man.
Yeah, well, probably not. I'd go on those rides, but I was too tall.
I remember when we went to Disneyland, we had to twist your arm to get on the cups and saucers.
Yeah, well, they spin fast.
All good. At least you had a good time and you had good weather.
Yeah,
Lucky you're not up there this week.
I know, right? That's had a turn for the worst. But no, skipped all the bad weather. Now back into Sydney.
You sound excited about that.
Well, I've got to go to work tomorrow, so I'm not keen on that.
Oh, is this your first day back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a big one.
I took a couple extra days. Jules went back.
Did you?
Straight after. I was like, hell no.
When did you come back? Monday.
Monday.
Straight into it. Yeah. I'm with you. I need a couple of days to
psych myself up.
Back into it.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
So
Well, I'm glad you had a good trip and a safe one back.
yeah, thanks.
I hope the bloody cyclone does turn around, because that'll make a mess of. But they say there's something like 4 million people in the path
Yeah.
that are in the cyclone. But
yeah, it could get messy. Could get messy real quick. But I've seen some clips. The surfers are loving it. It's actually an actual surfer paradise at the moment.
Massive waves.
Huge
waves. But when they wipe out pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Don't they what? All right, let's talk about this pulp addiction.
Pulp addiction.
Let me make this bigger for the blind. Here we go.
That's what she
Now, I've been talking about this one for a bit, but just to remind you, it had 4.2 kilograms of Barrett Burston pale malt, 400 grams of the Barrett Burston Munich, 250 grams of the Simpsons Crystal Medium. That really does stand out in the beer. That
Crystal.
Yeah.
Is it dark? Is it dark?
It is. It does come out a little darker.
Oh yeah, it is.
Than your normal. Yeah, and it does pack like a little. I don't know what you would call it. Like a. It's not quite as sweet as a dark chocolate, but it does leave a little. I don't know if it brings bitterness, but you definitely feel it in your mouth. There's a little something there that I'm not too used to, and I have to put it down to that crystal.
I see you got toffee malt in there as well. That would probably add.
Yeah, but I think both of them are playing that game on my tongue. But it's nice. It's enjoyable, and then with all the hops thrown on top of it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it does have a good aroma. Yeah, it's a little. I would say a darker note in the mouth. Probably not a session beer at 6%.
No, probably agree with that one.
Yeah, and the yeast was the Wildman's Brine 97.
Yeah, which I use a lot of.
So it fermented fairly quickly. Although I did have that problem that you had.
Oh, did you?
Where it didn't look like it was fermenting like that.
When you looked at it physically?
Yeah, so it's probably for the first week. Like it said it had done the job.
Yep.
Whereas I think you said yours still hadn't registered of fermenting. It was a slow ferment. But mine
went down and then sort of flatlined, and eventually after 10, 12 days, it just went down that little bit further.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was probably almost a week, and I still had a lot of that foaminess at the top.
Yeah.
So I did the normal thing. I gave it a shake and let out some CO2, and then it probably took another 5 days for it to actually properly settle.
Is this an ale or it's an IPA? So it's an ale. So, and I've mentioned this before.
Yeah.
Ale do not like pressure. They do not like to be pressure fermented.
Really?
And like I'd been making them for a few years, and then when I started to have some issues, that's when I found out they don't like a lot of pressure.
Is there a tolerance for any pressure?
Well, yeah, just where we were, well, I've changed to where I would normally do around about the 1 bar, 10 psi.
Yeah.
I knock it down to about 5, 4, and I'm always releasing the pressure out of it.
Okay.
And I had that happen because, and it's probably the same, similar to what happened to you, when it came time to get ready to cold crash and do all that sort of stuff, it still had a big krauser on top, huge krauser on top. And then as soon as you release the pressure, it all falls to the bottom. And then you keep the pressure out, and then eventually it'll look like it should. But this is just experience through doing it, and it's like the toe rail that I did. 15 days before, it was 15 days before I actually kegged it. But that's the one after 8 or 9 days. I thought, oh, shit, that looks like it's still fermenting.
Yeah.
And so I let it go, let it go, let it go. And yeah, I give it a couple of good shakes. And then eventually, 15 days, I kegged it, and it was a beautiful beer. So I was right in what I thought. So if you still got the krausen on top, doesn't matter what our rat pills. I mean, I've lost a little bit of faith in the rat pills. They're good for watching temperature. They're good for a bit of a gauge when it's the same.
Yeah.
But I find they collect a lot of the, if it's not yeast, krausen, or hops.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when they become unreliable because they're all out of kilter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It would put that off, wouldn't it?
Nobody mentions it. Nobody mentions that when you're carbonating, or when you're doing not forced carbonation, when you're doing enclosed, and you got all the CO2 over the period of time that you're fermenting, nobody mentions that with the amount of CO2 that builds up, that your pill is out of kilter as well. Nobody mentions any of that. And it's like, I can't believe that, because if you took, when you've done enclosed fermenting and you put that into your hydrometer, you can't get a true reading from your hydrometer because there's too much carbonation in there. I don't know, nobody, like, I'm saying Kegland and their rat pill, nobody comes up with an idea, like, explains that even.
Yeah, okay.
So I find that a bit odd.
Yeah, the CO2 in the liquid would make it lighter, wouldn't it? So it would have put it on more of a tilt.
It would give you and then with your hydrometer, makes your hydrometer lighter.
If you could sit at a consistent CO2 level, well, you don't really know how much is in the liquid, do you?
Any CO2 makes your reading not accurate. Because your hydrometer, the pill, whatever, and your refractometer, all that it's giving you is it tells you the amount of sugars in that liquid. That's all it reads, nothing else. So when you get a bit of CO2 in the system, it is making it a little bit lighter. It's the same as you can't pour it out and take a hydrometer reading because there's too much CO2 in there, and your actual hydrometer floats higher.
Damn. Do we need to get the real expensive one?
Yeah, the Dans, Easy Dans.
Yeah.
It's like fucking $700.
I know, right?
It's like, geez, I could buy another bloody, I could buy another brewery system for that.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But I agree. Like, I'm thinking, I even said to the boys at the home brew shop, and they'd not even heard of it. One of them not even heard of the Easy Dens.
Yeah.
And it's because you could use it as an alkalometer as well.
Yeah, yeah.
The way that they work, you get more of a benefit out of it than what I would.
I'd give it a go. Yeah.
Making all your fingernail polish remover.
Yeah.
Or your paint stripper.
And actually, it's good window cleaner.
Oh, there you go.
And Yeah, like a sticker removal. That first bit that comes out, that's potent. That's yeah, don't drink that. You'll go blind.
Yeah. I remember you telling me about that. That's just cleaning material when that comes out.
That's what gets a lot of people when they drink at the bars overseas that don't really have regulations. They just
yeah, I did hear a story about that. It killed a few people.
yeah, they're just taking everything that comes out of the still and giving it to people. Well, you can't do that, man. It's like that's literally rocket fuel.
Yeah, no, bugger that. You'd be thinking twice about it. I suppose it's lucky that you know about it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you wouldn't expect it. Well, I don't know. Depends on where you go. Do you expect it or don't you expect it?
Oh, I don't know. Depends what country I was in. I'd probably stay away from their house spirits. I'd want something in a bottle.
Yeah, cheap enough. Depends on where you are. If you're over in the right place, it's cheap enough anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yes, do your own research, people. Don't drink random vodkas in raspberry.
So, moving on, I'm just going to share with. Well, this was the tow rail where I had the problem for that like 15 days,
Oh yeah.
and it come out really well. Like, 6.5 kilos of Atlas, 2 kilos of Vienna, 350 of Carapils. Can you see this on the share?
Yep.
Yeah. And 150 grams of acidulated. So the normal grains that I use, very little amounts of hops. So 20 grams at 30 minutes of Cascade and 30 grams of Galaxy at 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then just 60 grams of Galaxy at 5 days out from fermenting. But yeah, it just took so long. Took so bloody long, and I ended up with coming out at 4.5% and tasted beautiful because I thought, I'm going to end up with a bloody mess here.
Yeah.
No, it was
Anything like a stuck fermentation, you get you a bit worried.
Yeah, well, especially when you don't normally have it happen. Like it doesn't normally, like I've never had it happen up until these last few months. So I was like, why did it happen all of a sudden? But that was the same when I had some problems with some off beers. I've been brewing beer for like a couple of years, and then all of a sudden I started having off beers. What I did do there is stop using USO5, and I've not, touch wood, had a problem since I stopped using USO5.
You had a good run with the USO5 though.
I did, and that's what I mean. That's why all of a sudden does something change?
Yeah.
So I use 197 in its place now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll get out of here.
You got a Bavarian, the Bavarian lager. Was that a V2?
Yeah.
What have you changed? What have you changed on it?
I can't actually. I think it was more just. Oh, this is the one I'm brewing at the moment. On the Bavarian lager. Did I share that or not?
No.
So you should have that there now.
Yeah, loading up now. Yeah.
So the Bavarian lager, I just started cold crashing it actually today.
Okay. Yep.
Down on the 23rd of Feb, but I just wasn't happy with, once again, the Krausen that was still on top.
I have it again.
Yeah, not as long. What's today? The 5th? Yeah, I cold crashed it today. I didn't do the first cold crash. I just went like from today.
Straight to 3. Okay.
Yeah, straight to 3.
We're running out, are we? Kegs getting light, are they?
No, I've got heaps. I'm drinking me fair winds, and I still on the first keg, so I've got plenty. I didn't brew last weekend because I had nowhere to put anything. So I thought, okay, so I'll just brew this weekend. So, yeah, what did I change? Where's the recipe? Batch recipe.
Oh, you've done something.
Oh, I think hey?
Oh no, that's all right. Screen share.
I think, yeah, if I shared?
Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
I was going to say, I think I changed it from, I used to have Equinaut, and I changed it to Mosaic.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't have any Equinaut. I haven't used Equinaut for ages. I was starting, I don't know, it's an underrated hop, but I was just starting to, I don't know, my beers just seemed to be the same and it wasn't giving them the results I wanted. So the Bavarian Lager, and one of the main things, the story with the Bavarian Lager, it was like a bioline derivative, which was the Equinaut and whatever I put with it at the time.
Yeah.
I think Citra was at the time. And the only thing when I first changed it, I put the Mangrove Jack's Bavarian Lager, and that's what give it that European style of flavour.
Okay.
See, I've got Compass. In this one is a little bit different again because I ran out of my Atlas, and I just purchased a 25 kilo of Compass.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I used that and the Vienna malt.
Did you get that? You get that bag through the brew shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always buy it at the brew shop.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to take a pit stop.
Yeah, pit stop, and then we've got
we got some Aldi beers.
Our part 2 of the Aldi beer saga.
Aldi beers.
We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Thank you for bearing with us during that short break.
Okay, so now I'm going to pick up. Oh, shit.
Oh, you're going to pick up some shit? Okay.
A little bit of condensation.
What's
This
that?
is the one you had the other week. and I couldn't get it. So I've actually. Oh, you've got it.
Yeah, I couldn't say no. I enjoyed it so much, I had to get another one.
It's actually a nice beer.
Oh, you tried it?
It's got condensation on the outside of it. Yeah, because I bought it for 2 weeks ago. I was
Oh,
let it
that's
sit there, stale.
oh, you can smell it as soon as you crack it. That's so good. Again, it's like $13 for a 4-pack.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And after our research on the last episode, Brewdog are pretty reputable.
Yeah, well, I'll go through and show you some stuff when we taste this. But an interesting story I was told. So here's to the Brewdog IPA, Aldi IPA. It does. It's just sweet when you smell it.
Yeah.
So easy to drink. I probably shouldn't have left it out for so long. But a little bit warmish.
Oh. Okay. Just have
another
another
story. Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay. A little story is where it's actually the main brewery. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it's bloody dripping everywhere.
Bloody clear, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can actually see. Yeah, you can actually see the colour of mine. They have a charity run where they collect. I don't know whether it's in Australia or overseas where their main brewery is, but they collect all the old bread, and they from different supermarkets and stuff around, and they produce a beer which they call a bread beer or something like that, and then all the proceeds go into charities.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're full on. Yeah, going back into the community. So I thought it was a good story. So, yeah, so I got a surprise because I had the Elvis juice first, and that was most impressive. And then trying this when I bought it a couple of weeks ago, because you were crook, I thought, oh, I'll sample one of those. Well, I'll sample 2 of those, they should do. And I was very impressed. It's a really, really nice beer from, it just... There's nothing, no airs and graces about it. Just Brewdog Aldi IPA.
Yeah, it's a good collaboration to have for them.
Yeah,
it's a lot of stores to get your beer into.
Yeah, well, I've not seen it at Captain Dan's.
Or Brewdog in general.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
I'd heard of it before when I went to Aldi, and I thought, oh, I've heard of that brewery, but I've never,
Right, okay.
tried or anything, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, well, speaking of the bread, I've actually got an article here that we can watch together on the share.
A group of...
Oh, don't give me this shit. Oh,
A group of...
a group of something. I'll just try and reload it. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Maybe it just wanted to play the ad again.
A group of Melbourne mates has...
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Let's try this.
Come up with a clever way to lower the growing cost of brewing beer by using leftover bread. The team at the local brewing co now wants to develop the innovation and create a new Australian market. Isabella Stashkovsky explains.
It's a kitchen staple that goes off quickly.
There's so much bread wasted. About 20% of all bread makes its way to landfill globally.
So could you save old bread and
farms.
make brewing beer cheaper? The guys at local brewing co say yes.
It's essentially the same thing. You're just looking to get sugars out of the bread, just like we get sugars out of the grain.
Starting humbly with a home food processor, the boys plan to replace up to 10 tonnes of grain with surplus bread this year.
That's a lot.
One loaf making about 10
Especially if the
litres
bread's
of
free.
beer.
So who actually brought this little baby in?
That was me. Just got it out of our kitchen at home.
Once the bread is
I bet the
bleached,
wife loved that.
the brewing process is the same, but there is
Where's
one
me bread
big
maker?
question.
What's the
Oh,
beer
I don't
taste
know.
like? Is it going to taste like a loaf of bread in a glass? And to that you say it's already a loaf of bread in a glass, mate. But it actually doesn't taste too dissimilar at all.
Recognising their innovation, the Coles Nurture Fund awarded the team $400,000.
What it allows them is to go from having a local approach to ensuring the product is national.
Oh, we were so excited. It's going to have such a massive impact on our business.
Round 13 is open until mid-February for Aussie farmers, producers and small to medium business owners. The boys here at Local Brewing Co now want to take their innovation one step further, aiming to create a whole new market. The team is expanding research and production, working on a shelf-stable product called Eco Crumb.
Now we have to look to the future and go, can we get this across all our beers? And then as the final evolution of it, can we get other people to come on the journey with us?
Cheers, mate.
Isabella Szyszkowski, 9 News.
It'd have to be free. It'd have to be like leftover bread and stuff like that. Otherwise, it'd be too expensive to try and, why would you? Why would you do it unless it's recycling bread?
Yeah, you'd have to think that they're in bed with the
Coles or Woolies
or the likes of Baker's Delight. They have a lot.
Yeah.
And a shout out to Solomon. How you going in there, Solo?
Hey, Captain! I forgot to message you to say we were back on air this week. Good to hear from you. So,
sending our love and cheers to you in PNG, brother. Cheers. That was a good
I
sip.
forgot to message him.
That's all right. He's back.
He's an hour behind, so
Oh, okay. Yep.
we've nearly finished, and he's just got on air.
That's all right. Oh,
So, but before we finish,
hope
you got to try Aldous' juice and let me know what you thought of that one.
what a name! Grapefruit infused. I'm interested. Let me finish
Have you,
this.
have you tasted it before? Did
No.
you test it?
No, I hadn't tested it. I just got it today.
Okay. I'm keen.
Are you? Okay. Let me get rid of this.
I'm sure I'll have to twist your arm. Although you do have work tomorrow, so I don't want to twist it too hard.
Don't twist it too hard, please. Yeah. So I didn't
Who's the
see.
handsome looking fella?
Oh,
Well, there's
obviously,
two of us here, Solo.
obviously me. So I asked him, I'm like, do you have the Elvis juice? And he's like, no. But they did have it there. It was just in a different part of the shelf. Grapefruit infused IPA.
Yep.
Just got back from the market. How'd you go? Was it a good day at the market? Oh. Yeah, that's good.
It'll surprise you, man.
Wasn't it? Well, you seem to enjoy it. You had it.
I did. I even took one to the brew shop and let them share it.
Oh,
at their
okay.
leisure.
Yep.
'Cause that one is 6% or 6.5%.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. That's a 6.5er. Jeez. I'll just share that on the share.
No, he's got it ready. It's one thing I didn't have ready this time.
Oh,
Oh, the juice. I just thought it was a funny name.
it is pretty funny. The grapefruit. Okay, here we go. Oh, it smells citrusy.
I'm not saying anything, but I'll get your verdict.
Tastes like it's got an orange peel in it.
Mate, it is so I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Could be a bit colder. That's my fault. Could you session that?
Oh, you couldn't session it. God, after about half a dozen beers, you'd be asleep on the floor. 6.5%, or I would be. Maybe not even 6. I'd 4 beers and I'd be like, you know, I don't drink as much as I used to. Well, I actually do, but anyway. Lower alcohol content is what I'm working on.
So they do all right through Audi, because I think that one only costs $13 for the 4-pack.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're advertised here for $36 for 6 cans. So that's pretty good. That's on their website.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
That's AU Brewdog.
Yeah. But when you, you know, if you add the 13 together, you know, it's still only about $50 for a craft beer for a pack of 24.
Mm.
No, it's not, because it's not a 6-pack, it's a 4-pack.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It wouldn't be 24. It'd be
4-pack. Yeah.
But even some 16 can cartons are $80.
Yeah, and that's what I think we've talked about it before. That's why they started drinking the cartons, so people would buy them, because, you know, spending $100 on 24 cans craft beer was a little bit like, ooh, we ain't gonna be doing that one.
Oh, Solo on the SP Stubbies. We had a good chat about those a couple of weeks ago. Thanks for hooking us up with that. That was actually really nice.
Yeah, I think he was at the markets till late.
Yeah, that was a good drop. Yeah, I could sink my lips around a couple of those.
But if you, yeah, it was quite surprising, because if you go back a couple of videos, or maybe even one, I think that's when we did it, was the last one, because we've been off air for a couple of weeks. That's, I think, when we did the SP beer. Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Yeah. A piled high on a caramel malt base. Pardon me. Okay, that's different. The tardiness gets me though.
Yeah, I suppose we've been drinking the Aldi IPA. The Aldi IPA is similar, but it's not as punchy as the Elvis juice. But I reckon it's on the same track. So I'm just going to find here we go, because Brewdog also has a page where they put out all their recipes. They don't give you the method, they just tell you the ingredients.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm just trying to find, so if I'm just going to take over the share for a minute.
Yep.
You will see, here's all their recipes.
Okay.
So
all
let's
right.
Go.
Let's get into it.
Go. Can't even spell. Elvis.
Juice, baby.
Elvis juice. Here you go, Elvis juice. So here's the ingredients for Elvis juice.
Holy shit. Look at all those hops.
Oh, look at all those hops. The malt is like a Dextra Pale and a caramel. So, like, this is all single batch stuff. So 4.5 kilos of extra pale. So that wouldn't matter. I could use my Compass or my Atlas.
Yeah.
And then a caramel. So you could probably use your Carapils if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And then you got all this stuff is all good because we can get it here in Australia.
Very familiar with those.
So 2.5 grams for the bittering. So they don't actually tell you when they put it in.
Yeah, they do.
Where?
they say they got the hops and that has at the start, the middle, and the end, and then the dry hop additions.
So what determines the start?
It'll be the 60-minute, and then the middle would be the 30-minute.
Oh, is it? That's the thing.
Well, it would be for us.
When I brew a beer now, my start is 30 or 20 minutes.
For that, for 2.5 grams, and what size batch is that? That'd be a single batch for that amount of grams.
That'd be a single batch. Does it tell us? Punchy resonance, hoppy aromas.
Well, for
glass from the glass.
For 6.5% ABV, and to have just over 5 kilos of grain, that's a single batch.
Oh, definitely a single batch.
And 2.5 grams for bitterness would have to be at the 60-minute at the very start.
I don't know how they get the alcohol with only with less than 5 kilos of grain.
Because it's single batch.
Yeah, but normally it's about 1% alcohol to 1% grain. But obviously they get it. So.
Yeah, it might get pretty that.
Oh, look at this. Max temp, 65 degrees, 75 minutes. And they're 19. And I think they use a whey yeast. And I think that's a liquid yeast.
So that might dry it right out. Because it's, I wouldn't say it's super dry, actually.
Add as much grapefruit and orange peel. That's where you can taste the orange.
I fucking oath, I called that shit. I called it.
I can taste the grapefruit more than the orange.
No, I've had drinks with orange peel in it, and that was it. That's what I got straight away.
So that's pretty cool.
What's the food pairing? You like a good food pairing? Mexican ceviche, coriander, and lime green curry, or lime Thai curry. Yeah, I'll take the coriander and lime green Thai curry.
I'll go with the Mexican ceviche. That's fish.
I had a green curry the other night. This actually would have gone really good with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you like it?
I like it. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I don't.
Be great salad if you can do that.
Ooh, bring a few back. Yes. Let us know. We'll send you to the bottle shop and probably get a few different ones. Send you some coin.
Maybe you could bring back some nice rum, since it's all duty free, and good whiskey.
Hey, just scroll up to the top.
Totally off topic.
So it does. It tells you the original gravity up the top there. So 1060. If you're getting 1060 out of those grains, you get it down to 1010. That's pretty close to the 6.5.
It's a nice drop anyway. I like it. I'd probably give this one a go first. It's only 4%.
Was that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is. All right. Well, stay tuned till next week to see what we have to try then. Hey.
Let's have a look at them. They got like, look at this.
It's pretty in depth.
Pages and pages.
It's very in depth on the information they give you.
Well, that's what I thought when I think I messaged you. I thought, oh, this could be a good series or my next series.
We'll just go through the catalog and make the all the BrewDog stuff.
Well, basically, I'd go through and pick out what grains I normally use, but a different beer. Like, not that I'm saying I'll do it, but this one's an Imperial Stout. Pale Ale, Peroxide Punk. Let's have a look and see what's in Peroxide Punk.
All right.
So it's 4%.
Yep.
Yep, it's got Liberty. I've never used Liberty. I've used all the rest of them.
I think I've used Crystal.
Marisota. Well, that's popular as bloody rat shit. So
Yeah, it is.
4%. You know, attenuation 76.9.
So they mashed for 75 minutes.
Yeah, 65 degrees, mash temp 65 degrees, 75 minutes. I've got one beer.
Getting all that sugar out.
Well, actually, the one I'm drinking, the Fair Winds.
Mm.
That's been a concoction of AI and myself, and it comes out at 4.5%. That's what I've been drinking.
Yeah.
And 75 minutes. So it's like 60-minute normal mash and then 15 minutes mash out. Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool. All right. Well, it's almost time to wrap this up. You got anything funny to watch?
Well, I have got a couple of funnies to watch.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Coming in clutch. I guess you've had plenty of time to throw a little something together.
Like when we were coming in tonight, been a few weeks since we've been talking, and I thought, and I've been flat out working, and it's like, I better get something together. So I've got a boat ramp fail.
All right, my man. I didn't even get one today, so you've...
Well, I thought you had one lined up, but anyway, I'm just going to go into here.
Did I have one lined up? No, I don't think I did.
Oh, I thought you did, but anyway.
Wait, is that mine or yours?
This is mine.
In the dock. Okay.
Yeah, so I had boat ramp fails, not boat fails.
Oh, boat fail of the week. Boat ramp fail. I thought you were going to do your own thing. Weren't you going to have a... You had a segment, didn't you? I have to go back and watch it. I thought we came up with a segment.
That's too many days ago, dude.
I know. All right.
Too many days ago.
All right, let's check it out.
Absolutely been on fire over the last couple weeks, delivering endless content, and I could not ignore that, especially since we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel as well. So today we're going to do one a little focused on that, not the Miami Boat Ramps, but just the boat ramps in general. Welcome back, crew, to this episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Now, the next clip is probably one of the most viral clips of the year so far, but I was blessed enough to have somebody who's down there at the time of this send me the entire 8-minute video of this going on. And man, I'll tell you what, the entire 8 minutes delivers. The 20 seconds that everybody's seen this kind of gone viral, it's good. It is funny, but this gives you the context as to what all really occurred on this day, starting with right here.
Bro, just hook the boat.
I can't believe they actually did that.
Put the hook on it. I can hear someone saying it. Got wrecked.
Now, most of you have seen this section of the clip, and many of you probably didn't see that first 10 or 20 seconds that we aired right there, but what happens after this is just as gold as the event going on. As this crew, the boat fell off, and they have to get it back down into the water, and, well, they decide what better way to do that than just use the trailer. Let's just push it right back down the concrete, down into the water, scuffing it up. Now, the guys did try and winch this one back onto the trailer off of the concrete, but the winch wasn't long enough to actually reach the boat from the trailer, forcing them to do it this way, which is a pretty rough way to do it. But the gold part of these clips is finding out here at the end why they really didn't even care if they just pushed it down there, scraping it up.
You were the driver of the truck.
It's not even my boat.
That is right. He just said it's not even his boat. It is Katrina's boat, thus showing why the care's not really being taken so much for this boat here. They do start to get it back onto the trailer, and it still just continues to be a nightmare mess as they try and winch it on. Our guy's doing everything he can. He doesn't have the winch lock on, so the boat decides it's going to slide back a few times on him. His buddy winds up trying to take off in the truck again a few times on him. And man, what an absolute mess. But this is just a quick reminder why you don't let friends borrow boats. As a matter of fact, I probably would only loan one of my boats to 3 people that I know in the world. And those 3 people, none of them would ever actually ask to borrow my boat. I know that for a fact. Just the same way they would probably let me borrow theirs, but I would never ask to borrow it either. Because anybody who's responsible enough to actually borrow your boat doesn't want the responsibility, the headache, and already knows that things can go wrong quickly out there on the water, outside of your control, and it's not worth borrowing somebody else's vessel just to have things go wrong. As I'm sure Katrina has learned her lesson by letting her friends here borrow the boat, and then all of a sudden seeing the video evidence later, makeshift boat ramp that we see here. Yes, not all of us are blessed to have those beautiful concrete ramps like we see at 79th and Black Point, where you can just kind of back down and pray you don't slide off the ramp from the algae. But this crew, they decided they're gonna hook up to their buddy and see if we can go ahead and get her towed out. But as you can imagine, here on Boneheaded Boaters, things don't tend to go as planned, and they definitely don't go as planned here as pop goes the weasel as the line snaps as they're trying to get this thing out. And speaking of trying to get things out, nothing like being one of those lifestyle people where you've got the lifestyle van, the lifestyle boat, trying to get out of the boat ramp with your buddy doing the exact same thing, trying to help you get through that lifestyle. These ones are always tough. I mean, if you grew up in the 80s, your parents probably had one of these vans at some point in time, and you guys wound up taking trips in them. But now today, all I think about is those guys who decide they're going to live in a van for a living and sit here and vlog on YouTube, kind of like we're doing. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. You ever see anything crazy happen?
So I do have another.
It makes me wonder, like, how did they get the funds together to get a nice boat and then treat it like that?
Exactly. So, don't do that just now. I've got another one. Wait, I'll just take out the screen here. Now this is a homebrew explosion.
Oh, let's go. I think we've seen this one, but let's do it again.
Have we?
I think so. Just turn it down.
So
just
for
turn
your
it down a
viewing
little
pleasure,
bit, please.
We have an IPA that
Let's just get an echo back through your mic.
Time in the fermenter. And so, since it wasn't done fermenting, and I put sugar in the bottle.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
Wasn't quite ready. This is what you get.
And the next one's just like.
Oh, there comes that yeast.
The bigger bottle.
Like
bigger explosion, I think.
Yeah. Oh, so
But
we have seen it.
see that yeast that come out?
And of course.
Yeah. I was looking
really
at that and I
fit to
thought,
drink
oh,
because
gross.
the yeast has mixed in and foamed up with everything in
Oh,
there.
I'm so glad we
it's-
closed transfer
you
into
can drink it, I
a
guess, if
keg.
you're a stone alcoholic, but it's not really that tasty.
Nope.
So this is part of the same batch.
It's like Wayne
This
and
is
I
the
used the
growler,
bottle,
of
but
course,
we
so there's even
only had a
more
couple of instances.
to
Couple
volcano
of
out
big
of here.
instances, but
Oh, for explosions.
Let's see how that does.
Mhm.
Yeah. Get wrecked. Why do you do that outside,
Not
man?
going to be happy about that.
Well, you knew what was going to happen, I suppose.
Do it
Maybe
out-
not to that extent.
Do it outside, man. Let's get a sticky and reek.
So I do have. Oh, this is just for shits and giggles. This
All
one.
right, he's coming with the trifecta. Nice.
This is just shits and giggles. This guy apparently he's just having a cup of coffee, sitting there having a cup of coffee, and then this happens. The video quality's not good. Oh, fuck. It's not real good.
Oh shit.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a kangaroo to start with, but it's
Oh,
a deer.
it's not. Okay, I thought the same thing.
Mm.
You pissed him off,
Can you
man.
hear the sound? Okay.
You pissed him off.
He just.
Would you just look out your window?
I was making my fucking coffee.
Drinking his coffee.
Hold it by the collar. Holy crap.
I'll let you go. You're gonna go your way. I'm gonna go mine.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
He had a bee in his bonnet, this thing.
Yeah.
One.
All right.
Let's sit here doing that for 5 minutes.
That's just replayed.
Yeah, that's the end of it, yeah.
All
I
right.
thought it was a kangaroo, and I thought, oh, we've seen a few of those.
I thought it was a kangaroo too, because the way it was propped up, but yeah.
Yeah.
So was it a buck?
Crazy.
Cool. All right. Well, that's us.
That is us.
Another show under the belt. Episode 27. Can you believe it? All right.
27. Holy dooly.
Episode 27.
And we've missed a couple, and yeah, so
milestone.
doesn't take long.
No, it doesn't take long. Actually, we've probably missed a lot because when did we start?
We missed over Christmas.
Yeah.
We started about April or May last year.
Oh, when did we go to Surfers? Because was that our first
June.
one? June.
No, that wasn't. That was like a
Our
third one.
third or second. Okay. All right. So if we're a few behind, but we're still ironing it out. Still ironing it out.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. We'll get the format.
Great to see you join us, Solo. Great to see you join us.
Yes, it was good to see you, sir. Yeah. Hope you're doing well, brother. We'll hopefully see you soon. And we can hit some pubs, some breweries.
When he flies over there and pick him up and take him out of the village.
I'm coming over, but I'm going to island hop in the new boat that I'm getting. So
I hope it's a big new boat. Actually, you can probably do it in a tinny. It's not that far on a good day.
I'll do it in a tinny. I might wait till the cyclone passes.
That's a good idea.
Although I might catch it an upwind. Maybe it'll help push me up there if I catch a nice tidal wave.
I mean, instead of a tinny, I'd be taking a surfboard.
Would you? Maybe one of those kite boards. I could just.
Oh, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do it.
Just catch it over there.
Maybe a surf ski. Jet ski would be better.
Would it?
You could outrun the wave.
That's true. Would it hold? I'll have to strap a couple of jerry cans of fuel to it, though.
Each leg.
Oh, to the jet ski. Yeah,
that'll be fun. I want a picture of that.
Yeah. All right. I'll hook you up. You'll be jealous when I'm over there drinking all that beer.
Well, mate, good luck finding a cold one.
Is that too?
There's plenty of beer. It's just finding a cold one that we are used to drinking over here. Although, if you're at Solo's place, you know, they had a good freezer there last time we were there, which is 9 years ago. And we just threw the beer in the freezer, and then we had a cold beer.
Yeah. I could just take a couple of bags of ice. I'll strap jerry cans and bags of ice to the jet ski. Sorted. Too easy, man.
I want a picture of that. Hey, you should AI that. You should AI the heck out of that for next time.
I don't need AI. I'm going to do it. All right. Good to see you all. Thanks for stopping by. We will see you all next week. So have a good one. Ta-ta.
Cheers, guys. Stay safe, Solo. Hooray.
Bye, Solo. Bye-bye.
Oh.